It's time for the fourth quarter here on DouglasCountyDigest.com. We're at Danville Schlarman, where the Arthur-Lovington Knights gonna have to pull off a little rally here in the fourth quarter as they trail Cissna Park 32-24. Third quarter not great for Arthur. They only scored 4 times, only scored 4 points. CP with possession to start things off here. And they find a cutter. They lose it though. It's ball knocked away. Couldn't quite get it to Ben Jennings. Arthur gets it inside. They've got it in the post. Kicked it back out. Maxwell for 3. No good. Short. We're off to the races. Bo Anderson gives a dish back. We're going to get a block. And a foul called against Arthur-Lovington. Ben Jennings running away free to the basket. Looked like it was going to get a lay-in, but instead we get a foul call against Arthur-Lovington, and Jennings will go to the free throw line.
Here now they've posted who the foul was against. It was against Avery Schrock. His first, the third on the team. Chris, you don't want to say that Arthur-Lovington has to get into panic mode right now, but they're down 8 points. Just underway in the fourth quarter. They've got to get some points on the board, and they may have to start creating some shots. We said they didn't look comfortable trying to put the ball up. That maybe due in large part to the defense by Cissna Park, but the Knights are going to have to put the ball up and head toward the basket.
Cissna Park hasn't given them anything. It might be time for them to start trying to take a few things, as they're down 8 with just 7:33 left to go in the game. Winner here moves on to play at Redbird Arena on the campus of Illinois State University in Class 1A Super Sectional. That free throw is good. Jennings has 4 tonight. 9-point Timberwolves lead. Siegmiller with it to Martina. Tyler Schuring now. Gonna go off a screen. He's gonna pull up, and off balance shot, no good. Rebounded by Josh Marquez for Cissna Park. Shots not falling here. Looks like Cissna Park gonna stretch things out yet again like they did towards the end of the third quarter.
Well, they can afford to take some time off the clock. There's no shot clock in high school ball, but you can take about 45 seconds to a minute off the clock on each possession. Now we've got a foul on Siegmiller. His second, the team 4th.
And Arthur's kind of at the point where they're going to have to gamble with stuff like that to try and get the ball back, it looks like.
Siegmiller hasn't been much of a factor in the ball game. He had 3 points at halftime, got a bucket in the third quarter, but really not a factor for the Knights this evening.
Marquez with it now, gonna dish it off, and it goes right into the post to Hasselbring. He's got 3 people in there with him, and shot goes up, shot goes down, and a foul called. So after that first possession of stretching things out, they foul called against Arthur, and then immediately they go right into the basket.
And Arthur-Lovington has called a timeout with 6:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. The foul was called on Tyler Schuring, his first, and that is the 5th on the team. And it's going to put Cole Hasselbring at the line. He averages about 15.7 points a ball game. He's at 15 right now, so he's made his average. See if we can check his free throw. I don't see not listed among the leaders in the area.
Let's see, I've got him for 0 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, the Timberwolves haven't done very well from the free throw line here in the ball game. Hasselbring missed a pair in the second quarter, so this only his 3rd attempt at the line. And I think the one thing you can say about Cissna Park is they've gotten more free throw attempts, and people will tell you get more attempts the more you go to the basket, and that's something Arthur-Lovington has been missing here on the ball game.
Knights just haven't found the right way to attack that defense yet. Cissna Park's defense keeping them away from the basket. Free throw miss, nice box out there by Siegmiller. And it's picked up by Hahn, so Arthur-Lovington will have it now. Curtis Plank with it. Caleb Schrock, Tyler Schuring. Schuring's gonna drive, he looks like he's ready to create, but he's met by 2 defenders and is forced to kick it back out top. Caleb Schrock with it now. He can go to the basket. It's kind of a little far away. Hahn gonna put up a 3, no good. Right on line, just a little short. Nice rebound though by Tyler Schuring. And we're gonna get a foul, and
I think it's on Marquez. If it is, that's his 3rd.
It is, and you know, the guy went to the ground, and your hands were all over him, Josh. And, well, the referees are kind of nice after that face he made. I don't know if I'd be as friendly as the referees. 11-point Cissna Park lead over the Knights here. 6:15 left to go in the game. Driving to the basket, Caleb Schrock gets it now all along the baseline. He swishes one home. Caleb Schrock finds a nice time to get his first 2 points. And 35-26, 9-point lead. Arthur almost forces a turnover, but it goes out of bounds off the Knights. 6 minutes exactly left to go. 35-26, Cissna Park leads Arthur-Lovington.
And the Knights have tried some backcourt pressure, but I think now it's time to really ramp up that backcourt defense, kind of put a little pressure on Cissna Park.
Bo Anderson with it now, throws it across court to Raby. He throws it back across court to Marquez. They're gonna back off now, but right as I say that, he drives. And now they're gonna back off again.
Arthur looks like they're in a 2-3 zone.
Now Cissna Park, they'll stretch it out, but then they make it look like they're gonna attack, but then they kick it right back out.
I'm sure Kevin Long said nothing but layups. If you got a clear path to the basket, go. But otherwise, let's take some time off the clock.
Arthur-Lovington probably going to have to gamble here in just a second, trying to get one of those back. Marquez weaves it in and out, and it's knocked away. We get an Arthur player hit to the deck. I thought you maybe could have gotten a foul on Raby there, but instead, Cissna Park has it. It's along the baseline here in front of the Arthur student section, and they get it away, and they weather that storm. And Raby goes down. He does a little head fake and gets a foul called against Arthur-Lovington.
Well, that's what I was talking about. Actually, Raby, I think, had a little more contested than the coaching staff would have liked. The foul was called on Siegmiller. That's his 3rd, 6th on the team. Raby is going to shoot a pair.
Misses the first.
That's his first trip to the line.
Raby had 5 points in the first quarter, hasn't scored since then. He's been stuck on 5. 35-26 is the Cissna Park lead. Chance here to get it back to double digits.
Unofficially, I got Cissna Park for 5 for 12. Make it 6 of 13 at the free throw line.
10-point Timberwolves lead over the Knights. Siegmiller with it. Drive and then a pass off the back of a Timberwolf. Caleb Schrock gonna put up a 3, it's well short. Rebound, fought for, contested, thought Maxwell had it. Thrown off a Knight's foot, tried to kind of do the old playground out of bounds play. Instead, CP, excuse me, going back to their old days. They got that on the brain, but they're able to get the possession and set things back up and start stretching things out. 4:10 left to go here in the ball game. 36-26, Timberwolves lead the Knights. Easy enough for me to say.
Right.
Ben Jennings and Cole Hasselbring playing catch away from the basket. Knights just kind of scrambling and trying to see if they can get anything done here. Looks like the Timberwolves are going to go to the basket, and then they just kick it right back out to midcourt. 3:40 left to go, and there we're going to get a foul against Arthur-Lovington. Avery Schrock going to be called for that one.
Avery Schrock, his
7th on the team, so Cissna Park going to be shooting free throws the rest of the basketball game. And now the Knights have called a timeout with 3:41 left to go. and they trail Cissna Park 36-26.
And it's got to be frustrating, you know, like we've said, no shot clock in high school basketball. So if you get behind early and something like this happens, you know, there's Cissna Park well within their means to do this and to slow things down. And it might not be the prettiest way to play. We're in the fourth quarter, and it's 36-26, but, you know, they're kind of a smart thing to do.
Yeah. Cissna Park is shooting 6 of 13 from the free throw line, so just a shade under 50%, but certainly not what you would like in a situation like this, especially since you're going to be shooting free throws for the last 3 minutes and 41 seconds. I'm sure Dale Shuring is probably telling his Knights that try to foul, and you know, that's for the at least a couple fouls more. That's going to be a 1-and-1, and hopefully they can get some rebounds off missed free throws and give them another chance, more chances to score.
Try maybe to get an immediate steal and then go foul, and then hopefully they miss. We come down and maybe hit one from behind the arc. 36-26, Cissna Park leads, 3:41 left to go. That one is good by number 40, Ben Jennings.
Jennings, the one exception, he's 5 of 7 at the line tonight.
All 5 of his points from the free throw line. All 6 of his points from the free throw line. Maxwell inbounds it for the Knights, who are down 12. 3:30 left to go in the game. Avery Schrock has it. He's going to drive. Met with 2 defenders. They're going to say it goes out of bounds off the foot of Caleb Schrock. It's going to be Cissna Park ball. Arthur just hasn't found any room. There's no room to get a shot off. They're not comfortable trying to get a shot off. Cissna Park harassing them all night long.
Tyler Shuring back in the ball game, replacing Clayton Hahn. Pressure in the backcourt by the Knights. And the Timberwolves break the pressure.
Hasselbring, he's so big he can see right over that defense.
Right.
Hard to trap when he can just throw it right over the top of him. See if Arthur decides to start fouling here in a second. They're trying to play for the steal right now. Shuring all over Bo Anderson. It goes under the basket to Marquez. He immediately comes right back out. In the corner, Marquez, he drives and doesn't even look at the basket. Just curls it right back out. Pickpocket attempt by Avery Schrock. Ends up in a foul.
That's 3rd on Schrock, the 8th on the team. So Bo Anderson going to be shooting 1-and-1 for the Timberwolves.
2:51 remaining in the fourth. Arthur-Lovington trails by 12. Shot is up, it bounces out no good. Raby kind of goes over the back to go for the ball. Ref goes down over cameraman, I believe. And
cameraman.
It's gonna stay with Cissna Park. I was afraid that was gonna be the call, but it did kind of look to me like Raby went over the back.
I think that's what Dale Shuring is saying to one of the officials.
Cissna Park does get it into Raby. The 3 guys all over him. Ball is loose. Will we get a jump ball? Haven't seen a signal yet. Jump ball, Arthur ball.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's 1 or 2 of the officials that have in their mind that if Arthur wants to get the ball back by fouling, they're going to have to foul. It's almost have to be an open field tackle, I think.
And we're getting a little delay here to wipe up the floor. We saw that a few times last night with people hitting the deck. 38-26, Cissna Park leads Arthur-Lovington by 12. 2:40 left to go.
There will be no cheap fouls here in the last 2.5 minutes.
Offense and how needed for the Knights. Long pass across court. Caleb Schrock's going to drive. Cuts through the defenders. No foul there. He puts it up, doesn't go down. Dale Shuring calling for a foul. His team just can't catch up and get it done. Cissna Park one step ahead. Oh, we almost had a turnover there. Almost had two Timberwolves fighting for the ball. It eventually does make its way to Ben Jennings, and he is fouled.
And that was because Clayton Hahn reached in from behind and wrapped him up.
That's what they need to do. I mean, otherwise they've been getting away from him.
Yeah. That's the first on Hahn, the 9th on the team. So after this free throw opportunity, Cissna Park will be shooting 2 the rest of the way.
They missed that one, and again, Raby goes hard trying to crash it and take it away. And we're going to get a layup that doesn't go down, but we are going to get a foul. And Arthur-Lovington will be getting some free throws here.
Yeah, nice drive that time by, I believe it was Shuri. Oh, no, it was Curtis Plank. He went to the basket and just couldn't get the ball to drop. Foul on Raby's his 3rd, the 5th on the team. And the free throw's off the back of the rim, no good.
Curtis Plank had 8 in the first half, yet to score here in the second half. It's still a 12-point Cissna Park lead. 2 minutes exactly on the clock.
That's his first attempt from the free throw line. The second one is good. And Arthur, I think, is going to call a 30-second timeout.
Offensive struggle is the name of the game here in the second half for the Knights. 7 points, all they've been able to muster.
And really the defense is not bad because you're holding them to, they've only got 38 so far. But when you can't get the ball in the basket yourself, it really doesn't matter what the other team scores. If you can't keep up by making your shots, you're gonna end up on the short end of the score.
Winner of this game moves on. They will play at Illinois State University at Redbird Arena in the Class 1A normal super sectional.
And I believe that is against the Granville sectional winner, which is either going to be Ridgeview or Illini Central.
And unnecessary risk there by Cissna Park. They try to throw the touchdown pass. It goes into the student section. Arthur-Lovington can get the ball right under their own basket. No time off the clock. Still 2 minutes.
Well, there's a break for the Knights. Hopefully they can take advantage.
You need more than one this trip down the floor when you're down 11. Trouble getting it in though. Shuring does get it in, gets it to Hahn. Hahn tries to shake his man free, puts one up, doesn't get it to go down. Nice hustle though by Curtis Plank to get it back. Maxwell with it now. He puts up a 3, no good.
Maxwell just doesn't have it tonight. The heat check showing that the fire went out, I think, after last night's 5 3-pointers.
Yeah, only 3 3-pointers so far tonight from Arthur-Lovington. 2 of those from Curtis Plank, 1 from Tyler Shuring, and both those early. Or all 3 of those early.
Arthur with the pressure in the backcourt, but Cissna Park breaks it. And
Maxwell finally called after he put his shoulder into him a couple times, didn't get called. Finally stuck those hands out, and that got called.
That's the 4th foul on Maxwell. And it's going to be 2 shots the rest of the way for the Cissna Park Timberwolves.
That one is good by number 30, Cole Hasselbring.
He has 17. Jeremy Plank, a 6-foot sophomore, into the ball game for Arthur.
Makes them both.
Makes them when it's necessary.
Cissna Park going to call a 30-second timeout. Now set up what they want to do defensively and what they want to do possibly beyond that.
Yeah, you got to give credit to the Arthur-Lovington Knights. They've had an outstanding season, won a regional again. They went to the playoffs in football with many of the same players, the same head coach. So you got to give a lot of credit to Dale Shuring and his basketball team for doing a great job this season.
And this, a lot of these guys were playing in this sectional last year, brought a lot of guys back, and then when you factor in the kids from Lovington coming over too, It's a deep group for Arthur, and you know, we were there on their senior night. There weren't many seniors off this team, and they could very well be right back in this spot next year.
And who knows, they may be getting some more players next year.
Changes possibly afoot. Drive to the basket, gonna get a blocking foul called against Cissna Park, and it's gonna send Avery Schrock to the free throw line.
It's gonna be against Marquez, his fourth, sixth on the team. Avery Schrock will be shooting a couple.
And I don't want to sound like I'm dogging him, but Marquez thinks he should have no fouls so far tonight.
They all think they should have no fouls.
He has not agreed with any of those calls. I know they all think that, but they're not all that demonstrative. 40-28 is the Cissna Park lead. 1:28 left to go in the game. Avery Schrock has 5 and doesn't get 6. No good. Immediately, Tyler Schuring wraps up Hasselbring on that rebound.
Second on Schuring, and Hasselbring will go to the line, and he'll have 2 shots. Hasselbring 3 of 5 at the line tonight. 18 points in the ball game.
Make it 19 as he puts that free throw up and in.
Cissna Park, with not all that many seniors, they've got 4 listed on their roster. Of course, it's Bo Anderson, Cole Hasselbring, Alex Raby, and Dan Nowacek.
Missed free throw there. Hasselbring can't put that one in. Arthur-Lovington with the ball now. Hounded. Curtis Plank does end up with it though. Trying to find something. Jumps up 3, no good off the back iron. Hasselbring skies up to get it. Arthur tries to foul, and we don't get one called until the ball is halfway down the floor. 41-28, Cissna Park leads Arthur-Lovington. 1:04 left to go in the game.
Foul on Schrock is his 4th.
Foul on 11, Avery Schrock, his 4th.
Jennings will shoot 2 shots. And the first one is no good. He has 6. 6 of 10 at the free throw line for Ben Jennings. Second free throw is good. And Cissna Park, I believe, calling that timeout. Yes, they did. With 1:04 to go and a 14-point lead at 42-28. That's their biggest of the night, I believe.
Sounds about right. Cissna Park, Arthur-Lovington got out to a 12-10 lead after 1 at halftime. The score was 21-20. Cissna Park with a 1-point advantage. Third quarter, though, Arthur only able to put up 4 points on the board, and that kind of started Cissna Park's pull away.
And so far, it's only been 4 points here in the fourth quarter. So 21-8, Cissna Park outscoring Arthur-Lovington here in the second half of play.
Arthur calling for some help, but they are able to get it inbounds. Maxwell just kind of handed it off to Avery Schrock, who had waved some of his teammates down the floor. Drives to the basket, goes up and under, and it just doesn't go down.
And we got a foul in the backcourt as Hasselbring is fouled.
Foul on 2, Clayton Hahn, his 2nd.
Hahn is called for the foul, his 2nd. Hasselbring will go to the free throw line. He's got 19.
Arthur-Lovington did a nice job against 6'3" Max Stutzman for Salt Fork in the sectional semifinal. Haven't been able to control and keep the ball away from Hasselbring as much tonight. 43-28, 15-point Timberwolf lead. 51.5 remaining in the ballgame.
Hasselbring had 16 on Wednesday night in the victory over St. Anne. 21 for Hasselbring, and now here's a steal by Raby, and Raby is fouled in the front court.
I think it's going to go against Curtis Plank. By my count, that's his first.
Yeah, I've got 2.
Okay.
Nope, scoreboard says 1, so I missed on somebody.
I was confused because with all the fouls we've had here late in the game and
and all the Schrocks and the Planks, it's
Raby makes his first.
Raby with 7. 2 of 3 at the free throw line. A lot of the folks that don't have a dog in the fight are starting to leave the gym.
Hahn puts up a 3 that does go down. Clayton Hahn, he's got 5 now, cuts into this lead. 46-31. Cissna Park leads, 35.9 seconds remain. And we haven't brought this up yet, and I just kind of thought about it. And I wonder, we had a weather delay in this tournament. Originally, the Cissna Park, the first semifinal was supposed to be Tuesday, and then the Arthur game Wednesday. Weather concerns pushed those back a day. Cissna Park played on Wednesday. Arthur played just last night on Thursday. So I'm wondering, a game against a state-ranked team like Salt Fork, and have to turn around immediately and play the next night against another very solid team like Cissna Park, I think it's just kind of sapped Arthur's legs.
Well, and I think Dale Schuring was quoted in the paper saying about the same thing. He says, we don't get that day of rest. You know, as you said, they played a tough game against Salt Fork last night. You get 24 hours to or so to rest and come back and get ready for playing a Cissna Park team. So yeah, it was they didn't get any breaks, but I mean that's unfortunately that's the way it goes. But
Arthur seems to be backing off and not fouling here. Looks like they're going to let the final 30 seconds tick away. And I think, you know, a lot of the shots we've seen tonight have been short. A lot of things have got the front iron, and that's kind of a sign of the potential of trouble with the legs.
Well, yeah, with the jump shots have been short, so you just don't have the explosive power to get the shot off that you normally would.
We're under 5 seconds now, just dribbling things out. The buzzer's about to sound, and it's going to be a 46-31 win for Cissna Park. The Timberwolves defeat the Arthur-Lovington Knights and end the season for Dale Schuring's squad. And Cissna Park will move on to the Class 1A Bloomington, or actually it's Class 1A normal super sectional at Illinois State University at Redbird Arena.
Well, as you said, they were there a few years ago, so they should be familiar with the territory and everything, but certainly no disrespect to Coach Dale Schuring and his Arthur-Lovington Knights. They've had an outstanding season. They came up with probably a miracle finish in the regional tournament. Defeated a good Salt Fork team last night, and as you said, they just didn't have the rest that they probably needed to play the Cissna Park team. But an outstanding season just the same, and our congratulations to Coach Schuring and his Arthur-Lovington Knights for an outstanding season.
Yeah, you know, I definitely want to agree with those sentiments. We've seen Arthur, I was able to see Arthur several times this year, and very impressed with what they've done all year. They're a very well-coached squad, and they're very disciplined. And, you know, there's a lot of coaches that would love to have a disciplined squad, and they just can't get the kids to buy into that. You know, I don't know how many times Luke and I would say something in one of our broadcasts about, oh, we'll see if they hold here. They're probably going to hold and wait for one shot. And as soon as we get those words out of their mouths, somebody would drive to the basket and take an ill-advised shot, or they would miss a shot, and then just out of frustration, they would go as hard as they could, trying to get that ball back and then get called for a silly foul and take themselves out of a game. And you never saw that stuff with Arthur. You know, you saw a solid fundamental team all year.
And I saw a lot of these kids during football season as well, and they played the same way during football had the same head coach, as a matter of fact, and did just an outstanding job during football season. And to back that up with a good basketball season as well, a credit to the coaching staff and the players at Arthur-Lovington High School.
All right, scoring totals here for you. Led the way tonight for Cissna Park. Number 30, Cole Hasselbring, 21 points tonight, leading scorer for them. Bo Anderson with 9. Alex Raby with 8. Ben Jennings had 7 points, all from the free throw line. And Tyler Schultz made a free throw tonight. 46 points for Cissna Park. For the Arthur-Lovington Knights, just couldn't get the offense going. And led in scoring tonight by Curtis Plank. He had 9. Multiple guys here with 5 points. Clayton Hahn had 5. Avery Schrock had 5. Tyler Schuring had 5. Evan Siegmiller had 5. Rounding out the scoring with 2 points was Caleb Schrock. So 46-31, your final score. Things just kind of went downhill in the second half. Arthur-Lovington struggled against that Cissna Park defense. The Timberwolves going to move on. Arthur going to go home and get ready for track and baseball and reflect back on this wonderful season they've had. Final thoughts, Alan?
No, I think we covered it pretty much. The Knights just could not get their shots. Don't know if the defense just made them uncomfortable, or as you said, maybe they just didn't have the spring in their legs, but it just seemed like they could not get open enough to get a shot, and when they did, it was contested, and they just weren't falling, and that happens sometimes. You just hate to see it happen in the championship game of the sectional tournament.
Well, that's going to do it for us. For Alan Patton, I'm Chris Patton. We hope you've enjoyed the games of the week all season long from DouglasCountyDigest.com. We hope you've had as much fun watching these broadcasts as we've had bringing to you. So with that, we'll wrap up basketball season and say thanks for watching DouglasCountyDigest.com.